A very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Danny Teo, your speaker for this session. Today's topic is CrossFit, good or bad? We will be going through a critical analysis based on scientific research. Let me bring you through the content of this presentation now. Firstly, we will understand what is CrossFit as defined by CrossFit Inc. and find out what do they do. Then we'll look at the science behind CrossFit and see if it is sound. Then we'll take a look at how effective CrossFit is in addressing general fitness, weight loss, and athletic or sports performance. After that, we'll explore the risk of CrossFit to see how safe it is for us. Lastly, I will share my conclusion. What is CrossFit? CrossFit is basically an exercise program designed by Grassman and officially launched in year 2000. A typical exercise session lasts for 45 minutes to an hour, which involves many repeated sets of exercises with little rest in between. According to CrossFit Level 1 training guide, it is built upon diet, metabolic conditioning, gymnastics, weightlifting, throwing, and sports. CrossFit is not a specialized program to train a specific sports, but to forge a broad, general, and inclusive fitness. It looks at a deliberate attempt to optimize physical competence in each of the 10 fitness domains. Is the science behind the CrossFit's idea sound? According to the CrossFit Level 1 training guide, CrossFit teaches the 3 metabolic pathway, work recovery ratio, diet planning, and its methodology is based on the concept of high intensity power training, where it uses lots of high intensity functional movements involving multiple joints to simulate daily activities. It also emphasizes a lot on having the correct forms and techniques and being progressive in increasing exercise volume and difficulty. All these are theoretically sound. Evidence about both the physical benefits and the injuries associated with CrossFit is often confusing. In researching for this talk, I have to stay neutral and I have only used peer-reviewed publication through scientific journal. How effective will CrossFit be in addressing the following: general fitness, weight loss, athletic or sports performance? Let's take a look at some of the studies to find out. Case 1. In a study done in 2015, Butcher et al. Compared 2 styles of CrossFit classes, namely circuit training and HIIT, among 58 males and females, and found that each class could be considered to be at the high end of the guideline for exercise prescription for health and fitness, and may be effective for inducing increased cardiovascular fitness. Second case by Brian et al. In 2014 reported that the Cindy workout, one of the many CrossFit workout of the days, could be classified as vigorous intensity based on comparison with ACMS guideline for HR max and moderate intensity for VO2 max. This study used very low number, 7 male and 2 females, with at least 3 months of CrossFit experience. The third case, also by Brian et al. In 2015, compared the oxidative stress response in 10 males to the Cindy workout and a closely matched treadmill workout. Results shows a similar physiological stress response between the 2 types of activity. The fourth case by Smith et al. In 2013 also showed that a 10-week CrossFit-based high-intensity power training HIPT program improves VO2 max and body composition in subjects of both genders and across all levels of fitness. The number of participants in most of these studies are relatively small and they measure mostly the acute responses. More studies need to be done to confirm the long-term effect of CrossFit on physiology. Having said that, this study do indicate that CrossFit can be an alternative method of training to invoke positive changes in a person's physiology and fitness. Let's relook at these three areas and see if CrossFit is effective. For general fitness, I would give it a yes, as we can see in the cases shared earlier. For weight loss, it would be a yes if the exercise program is at least 12 weeks, as according to the various studies by Trent et al. 2008, Goodpaster et al. 2003, O'Leary et al. 2006, which are conducted for a period of 12 to 16 weeks. For athletic or sports performance, CrossFit may not be as effective because it is a general development of overall fitness levels. As what the founder said, our specialty is not specializing. According to a study by Chelsea Clement et al. Just this year in May, the injury rate of CrossFit is comparable to Olympic weightlifting, distance running, track and field, rugby, football, ice hockey, soccer, or gymnastics. Based on the research by Weisendale et al. 2014 and Huck et al. 2013, most of these injuries happen to the shoulder, lower back, and knees. Let me share some reported serious cases. First, rhabdomyolysis, as reported by Ratti in 2014 and Moinuddin et al. This year, 2018. Rhabdomyolysis is the breakdown of damaged skeletal muscle. Muscle breakdown causes the release of myoglobin into the bloodstream. If you have too much myoglobin in your bloodstream, it can cause kidney damage. Next, retinal detachment, reported by John Day 2013. But to be fair, this can also happen in many other sports. Third, the tear of the latissimus dorsi myotendinous junction, as reported by Friedman et al. In 2015. It is difficult to truly value these standalone cases, as we do not know if the injuries were one-off or if there were multiple cases. Beside a few serious injuries reported, most of the published research shows a positive effect on CrossFit participants, either in acute or short-term intervention. This does not come with surprise, as CrossFit is actually based on HIPT principle, which Salvador et al. In this year January concluded that HIPT may be as effective as traditional power training for improving power performance and elicit improvement in maximal aerobic speed at the same time. The controversy with regards to working at maximal levels under fatigue for extended period has yet to appear as research in the literature. There is certainly a lot of material available online about the value of CrossFit, but most of them are unsubstantiated with no peer review process. The injury rate appear to be acceptable and is similar to traditional resistance training, and this can be reduced with the right coaching present. In conclusion, the limited body of evidence suggested that CrossFit training potentially has a number of benefits that match those previously reported for both aerobic and resistance training, and it can be considered as a training option with proper coaching and awareness of individuals' limits to prevent injury. Thank you.